Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back today to the Crypto Night Show. Your host Superman in the house. Welcome. We've got some pretty good news today with the PulseChain utilities that are rolling out. This is really nice to support all the big projects that are also ramping up as well on PulseChain. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Before we get into that though, don't forget to share the show on X, and sharing is caring, as they say. Just take a moment to hit the repost button. And that'd be pretty cool. Now, we're obviously going to kick it off with the stock market, get into crypto, and then go to PulseChain. And a lot of exciting stuff. Now, we'll be doing one or two other blockchains coming up with the full review. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be pretty neat as well. We've got Crypto Dan in the house there. Hey, Superman. Hey, good to see you, Crypto Dan. Big welcome. And we've got Al Will in the house as well. 99. Let's go. Absolutely, let's go. So it should be a fun show as we get into all the details. So without further ado, should we kick it off into the crypto updates? I think we might do that. Let's jump up here and go for gold, as they say. Go for gold, literally. That's crypto gold. We got S&P 500 closes higher, but NVIDIA slips, keeps gains in check. Now, as you guys know, I've been talking about one of the four things that we're kind of watching before the end of the year. And one of those is NVIDIA's results on the 19th of November. It is leading the intelligence age revolution. And, of course, we're going to keep an eye out on it for AI. That's almost a bit of a tongue twister there. We've got the Dow Jones at the moment at 1.2%, 560 points. So a really strong day with the Dow at 47,927. If we look at the last 6 months, we're up at all-time high levels, aren't we? So they're fantastic there. It's pretty cool. In fact, let's have a look at the last month. We're not quite there yet, but 48,000. We're pretty close to it. So the Dow Jones looking really good. The Dow Jones is like the 30 of the top industrials in the United States. So it kind of gives you a bit of a bellwether view. S&P 500 is up 0.1%, 14 points to 6,846. And that's looking pretty good as well. Now, Tom Lee expected the first 2 weeks of November to be choppy. Well, they have been very choppy, and he's then expecting to rally out of the second half of November is where he's expecting there, and that should hopefully follow on into our bullish December. That's kind of the lay of the land right now. All right, so we've got the NASDAQ at the moment is down 0.25%, 58 points with all the tech companies, and that course in the video is at 23,468. And you can see we're off the highs there at just about 2,400. So we're about, 640 points below the all-time high there. US dollar is sitting at 99.35. So it did tap that 100 a couple of days back down at 99.35 US dollar. And West Texas, $61, up 1.5%. Brent oil at $65, but flat. Gold at the moment is at 41.33. Previous high, all-time high of all time, was up here at around about 4,000, almost 4,400. And here we are at the moment at 41.33. But we're back over 4,000, so it's kind of key. We had been kind of sluggish for quite a while. And silver there at $51. So $51 back over again. I guess they're getting ready for another go, are they? And I hope they'll get a bit of rotation out of that as well. All right, so that's kind of the play there. NVIDIA led the decline amongst AI stocks after SoftBank unveiled Tuesday that it had sold its entire 5.8 billion stake in chipmaker. That's really dumb, guys, honestly. What are they thinking? As the company looks to focus investing in ChatGPT, OpenAI, well, I guess it's related, so that's probably a pretty good idea there. It gets the value add, so I guess that makes sense. But NVIDIA is undervalued. NVIDIA is undervalued there. I think it's at 29.9, so we'll see where that goes. Interesting enough, on here is Rocket Lab. Now, Rocket Lab, many of you may know, it's US owned, but it's actually was started by a Kiwi guy who's sort of self-made rocketeer,
and now it's on the heels of SpaceX. It's really chasing down some of the SpaceX market, and very successful. So that's pretty cool. And but they're still running losses from the looks of it. Now, U.S. government, of course, voted to send a package which would end the longest ever federal government shutdown to the House of Representatives. 8 Democrats provide the support. Need to break the impasse there. Republicans who control both the Senate and the House anticipated to continue backing the bill, and then it will be sent to the White House to be signed into law by President Donald Trump. The bill could mark the end of the longest shutdown in U.S. history, which was seen causing widespread disruption in the country. Also expected to have weighed on the gross domestic product in the fourth quarter. The shutdown resolution is clearly a positive, and many feel it gives a green light for the much anticipated end of the year rally to finally commence. So that's bullish news for us, guys. Now, as you guys know, the 4 things that we're kind of looking out for, one was the government shutdown to end. That looks very promising at this stage. And then number 2 was the U.S. Supreme Court judgment on Trump's use of emergency tariffs laws, and so that's, I think, looking in this favor, but still, we'll see what happens there. Still a question mark. And then, of course, the 19th of November, we've got the NVIDIA results, and then the 10th of December, we've got the interest rate cuts. So those kind of some of the key short-term, potential negatives. But looks like we're getting some positives coming out so far early on. So fingers crossed there. So that's kind of the play there. All right, so let's have a look at the Fed rate monitor, see where we are on that before we kick into the crypto majors. 4 weeks and 20 hours to go, 10th of December, and we got 60.9% of the market expecting a 25 basis point cut, and that is up from 58.8% there, I think, yesterday when we looked at it. So that's kind of cool. Very, very cool there. Sean O'Malley in the house there. Morning all. Good to see you, Sean. Big welcome. 34 degrees today in Cairns. Today, damn hot. Damn hot there. We hope that, keep yourself cool. Keep yourself cool. All right, so that is the stock market there. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Nice little update. And we're going to get into crypto market next. Let's bring up the majors. And we're not going to go into a deep dive like we did yesterday. But we'll have a look at the market overview. All right. I've still got the damn hot. We got crypto at the moment, 3.54 trillion. Super cheap. Down 2.9%. Crypto overall is on sale right now. Bitcoin at the moment, let's just round up, $103,000, down 2.5%. Ethereum is at $3,432, down 3.3%. We've got XRP down 5%, $2.40 at number 4. BNB at number 5, down 2.6% at $963. Solana is down 5.7%, $156. Then we've got Tron at number 9, down up 1% actually, almost 30 cents. And then Doge there, number 10, down 4%, 17.3 cents. So those are our top 10. And best performers, clearly Tron. Best performer over the last week is XRP, up 10.6%. So that's the best performers there. Best performer in the top 100. Let's see if this is actually sorting properly. Sometimes it doesn't sort properly. Doesn't seem to be sorting properly. Best performer in the last week is Uniswap, up 68%. Uniswap, of course, I think putting a proposal to do some sort of revenue share or buyback for I think a buy and a burn for Uniswap, I think it is. So basically a PulseX idea for Uniswap. And that's up 68.6% in the last week. Filecoin there, number 77, up 66%. Near Protocol at number 49, up 43%. Liberty Financial, up 38%. And finally, Render, best performer, 28% for the week. So, there's a couple of double-digit gains in the week. In fact, there's quite a few. If you look all the way down, it's quite a lot of them that have been there. What's that? Maybe 20, 25 coins there, maybe 20 coins. So that's our market there for the top 100. Top 1,000, we've got Lisk, Impulsor Enterprises, and Ecomi. They're up at the moment, and then trending Zcash, Uniswap, and Allura there. Those are what's trending at the moment. So that's our crypto overview. That's going to kick us into PulseChain. So let's do that. Man, we're slowly marching to 1,000 days since PulseChain launch. Isn't that crazy? Sean says hydrated inside and out. Yeah, you're going to have to be there. A few light beers, or is that bad? Just
just cold water with a bit of ice. It's probably the best thing, is it? Maybe the occasional light beer. All right, so let's go. Stay classy, Kens. Stay classy. All right, let's get back into it. Let's get into crypto for PulseChain. 914 days, guys, since PulseChain launched on the 30th of May 2023, heading towards that 1,000 day mark. Will we be up big time and by day 1,000? That'd be interesting. I might do a poll on that today. Polls weren't working on X, but now they seem to be working. So I don't know what happened there. Pulse at the moment, quadruple 0277. Boo! That's not great. We're down 8.33%, and we're 28% of the mean sacrifice. We're testing that 2700 again. What the heck? How many times are we going to test that 2700 again? That's what people say. That's what people say. I don't know. We need some some stuff. Yeah. I don't know. We're testing it again. For goodness sake, how many times? PulseX there, quadruple 0175 is down 8.9%, well below the 2,000 mark there. INC $1.09 down 4.55%, and the hex at the moment on PulseChain 6200th of a penny down 8.7%, and of course eHex there is down at 1500th of a penny, so that's down quite markedly because we're at 17 and it's down at 1500th of a penny. So if you want to pick up your cheap X, guys, it's sitting there right in front of you. It's ready for eating up. Buy and burn on PulseX is at 8.05% based on GoPulse numbers. Let's jump over to the gas prices. We've got a little bit higher than normal, twice as high, 687,000 beats, 7/10 for a PulseX swap right now. Valida 52,536. I think a little bit similar to yesterday, maybe down slightly. And then the bridge there is at 90.1. So we're holding over a 90, but we're down about down about 3 million, is it? I think we were at 93, were we? 92.9 or something. So maybe 2.8 to 3 million. But, eHex is down from 1,700 to 1,500th of a penny, and that drops it down big time. So that's probably the big hitter there. Let's pull up PulseChain stats because we're going to talk about that anyway later. PulseChain stats, and we're going to the bridge. Bridge stats. No, I said bridge. Bridge stats. I said bridge. There we go. All right, so let's see what the bridge stats are. It's ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the bridge stats. All right, down 220. We're what were we yesterday? We're down 100. So down 220 today. So still not getting that capital reversal. We need green candles. That's all we can say. Vinny's in house says hello all. Go Peacock, absolutely. And of course, Sean O'Malley there says gin and tonic. I cannot lie, gin and tonic. Yeah, I thought that had to be something cool. Shaken not stirred, is it? Something like that with ice or something. I don't know. So that is the bridge right now. We'll come back to that, I guess, later on. Will we come back to that later? Yeah, we'll come back to that. All right, so let's go to the rest of it. So that's pretty much it on the markets here. Let's jump over to the volumes. Terrible volumes. Terrible volumes. It's a blunt day today. It's a blunt day. We got $13.2 million during the week, and it's kind of peak week too, isn't it? Tuesday, Wednesday. $13.2 million. We're at 1,416,000 transactions. We got this P402 protocol, which I believe is an influencer protocol for pay to view. I think that's what it is. Saw something about that. Charts already had a rally, pull back, a big rally and pull back. This pattern is so common, isn't it? We see this pattern a lot. Not necessarily looking with this exact shape, but this one here. See that a lot. So much profit taking with a down market today. Extra profit taking on down market, right? When you got the leverages, extra profit taking there. So have a quick look at the website X402 PulseChain, and what do we got there? We got demo. We've got demo there. Tests live, launchpad. Let's have a look at the demo. 404 protocol, test gasless payments on PulseChain. Sign the permit. Now I haven't tested this at all, so I don't know, the safety or anything like that. So just take note of that. We're just having a little browse. Just because I'm looking at it doesn't mean that I'm pushing it or anything. Get in trouble all the time for this stuff, guys. So remember to use your own due diligence. 404 launchpad. They've got a launchpad on here from looks of it. So yeah, I'm not sure when this is going live exactly. creators earn 95%. So this is so they got multiple things on here from looks at least 2 Launchpad and this at least 3 things actually, a payment system as well. So live here, creator earned 95%, direct to your wallet, platform 5%, gateway to live streaming. Okay. Total streams 8. I presumably this is live. Has it been live? Live stream is 1. I'm not sure who's live streaming, or is it just a test? Not even sure. It says live, but it could just be live streaming, right? So this is interesting. PulseChain influencers, but let's see whether they use it or not. Might be good for, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe C7 or someone like that might use it. Who knows? It'll be interesting. I've got PulseChain Tiger update, so maybe Crypto Tiger's doing it, using it there. Yeah, that's interesting. Good idea. We'll see how it goes though. All right, so that is X402, and that's the token price right now, 88k market cap. Look, a lot of 88s, so the Chinese will like that. It's a lucky number, right? And let's have a look at down here. We got P Tiger, talking about Tiger. He's doing pretty well lately, 43% on the old P Tiger. He's having the golden run at the moment, is he? Golden run, although he was in hospital, wasn't he? So that's not too golden. But here we are, 2 cents. No, 2/10 of a penny, sorry, not 2/10 cents. 2/10 of a penny, and it's doing pretty well. Now, he did a big burn the other day of 100 million and got sold off, and then it bounced back again from the looks of it. So seems to have some investors that are keen. Buddy, it's been around for 1 hour. It's brand new, so definitely do your own due diligence. But there's another dog, is it? Another dog. Let's have a look at the 15-minute chart. That's a 15-minute chart, #rect. See whether it does a little U loop. I don't know. It's probably just a dead token. You get lots of dead tokens. They don't always, they haven't got a big, community around it like P Tiger. Now, the one that did pretty well over the last 24 hours or 48 hours is a Yoink, one of the Richard Hart sayings there, and he reposted this. It's up 29%. Let's see whether this, it's, the chart's looking okay. It's rolling a bit, isn't it, though? It's rolling. Sometimes these rolls can be quite subtle. So that could either be rolling or just consolidating, but yeah, it does look a little bit rolling. I don't know what the ownership structure is, so you'll have to check that out. I think it's 85% burn, is it? 85? I think it's 85. So maybe we'll see what happens. 457. It's doing pretty well on a down day. It's only 2 days old, but still doing relatively well compared. Hex die pair. It's up 15%. I'm not sure what's going on there with that pair. It's got only $1 in it, so there we go. $1 volume anyway. Liquidity is 143. I'm not sure what's going on with that pair though. Bit weird. Swarm. Swarm's got so Yonk I think's got 85% burn, right? And I think Swarm has got like 80% burn as well. 80, 85, somewhere 80%. I think Swarm's like 8. I think it's 85% actually. Swarm. That's up 8.6%. So some of the high burn tokens seem to be doing well. But you need more than just that, right? You need more than just that. So, yeah, 24, quarter of a penny almost, quarter of a penny, and that's looking pretty solid too. So these high burn tokens holding up for the time being. Doesn't mean anyone can come along and sell it though. So just take note. I don't know. If you had a 99% burn, would you get much? I guess it depends on how many tokens, the price is holding it and everything, but 99% burn. We got liquid loans there, 1.8%. Now I got a little bit of news. Do you want to hear a little bit of news about the liquid loans? No, it's not really about liquid loans, but it's we found out something about PUSD ALGO though. So that was interesting. So PUSD ALGO is not going to be using Fetch Oracle because it seems because the liquid loans is the founder of that. So they don't want any potential compromise with the competitor, which makes sense. I think that's prudent. I was always wondering why they didn't use Fetch, and I just thought maybe some shortcomings on Fetch. Maybe there still is. I don't know technically. But we're still waiting for Signum, right? So Signum's reliable. We're waiting for Tetra. Tetra's pretty close, but apparently the dev now is holding it off for the launch of the website for ProveX. So even though the DNS apparently was worked out, I think it was worked out. The website should be up and running, but we'll see. Let's go quickly check it now, shall we? Instead of me talking about it, let me go check it. Tetra. Yeah, the website's not updated yet, so it's the old website. So yeah, we're waiting for Tetra, and then it will be Signum, and then that will be one of the enablers for PUSD ALGO. Now, the other enabler by my account is the ETH price. Needs to get up. Probably, in my guess, I'm guessing, I'm not Jacob, of course,
but I'm guessing maybe 7K Ethereum or something like that. So we'll have to bust that 5K, get altcoin season, and rally all the way up to 7K at least, and hopefully do that in a very short space of time. And then maybe that can launch. Maybe that can launch in time. Glockmatic says loan is not dead yet. No, it's not loan. Liquid Loans is not dead. No, it still operates. I mean, it's still the top liquidity fork on PulseChain for the time being. I don't know. We'll see whether Vault 369 gives it a run for its money, because it's going to be multi-chain. But Liquid Loans or loan protocol is based on Pulse, so it's kind of the biggest one. I do think there was a little issue with something about it, though. Just can't remember what that is. Just can't remember. I'll have to go back and check that maybe. We'll see. We've got Ink Dollar at the moment from Ink Printer, which is Fast Abdul. Fast Abdul's Vault 369 as well. That's up 1% right now, and it's doing pretty well. $1.01. Fetch Oracle, we talked about that with Liquid Loans, and that's the one I was talking about in terms of the Oracle on PulseChain. I don't know how many teams are using it, but there must be some, surely. And that's sitting at 1/10 of a penny. Now, you can go and check the reporters, and I just keep forgetting to do it, so I need to stop being so lazy and go check it out. So those are the pretty much green at the moment. So 10 green, guys. Not a great day in the office. It's a weekday. Should be a good day. We're at 13.2 million volume. Not great. There's a few little standouts here. A couple of high burn tokens, influencer token here, P Tiger, a protocol here, the P402. Might check that out a bit more. We'll see. I see there's two here, PX402 as well. Not sure what that one is. So we'll quick look at that one. It's got a little description. A new platform with very exciting innovations. So look, you got to be really careful with these days, because AI is out there and you can make all sorts of pretend DeFis. A lot of these look like they're on test nets as well. So you got to be very careful, guys. I would often check, some of the like CryptoSoul or people like that that check out for tokens, because just don't know. Crypto Dan says, any Tetra updates? Yeah, we do. Well, there's a competition on at the moment, so if you want to get into the Telegram, they got a $2,000, approximately $2,000. I don't know whether it's timestamped to the original launch price, but they got a $2,000 inverted commas competition at the moment about summarizing the history of Tetra over the last 2.5 years or whatever it is. If you go do a nice little summary write-up, you might win that prize. So it's a little bit of alpha. The other bit of alpha is that that the website's been loaded. The DNS probably is done. You have to check up on that, but they're just waiting for that to launch. But apparently, Dev was basically saying we're holding back for ProveX because that's going to cause such a commotion on PulseChain. I don't know. When that's going to be out. I mean, it should be sooner than later. And apparently, Signum Oracle could be. I thought it might be quite a bit later, but it's kind of indicating that it could come out straight away, almost, because it's relying on Tetra, some of the Tetra features. So as long as they're standalone, then it makes the Signum Oracle fine, right? That means that Signum Oracle's fine. They've got to be standalone and not be Tetra can't be too tampered with if you're going to have an Oracle, right? So yeah, but I did see Jacob in there asking about its status, and obviously looking for documents around Tetra, and obviously Signum, and then obviously leading up to the PUSD ALGO. Jacob did say PUSD ALGO is in maintenance mode, which essentially they surely, because he hired a dev team, I believe, at the beginning of the year, and they've been working on it all year, and I got teased from some little detective that they were doing some modifications for the Genius Act. I don't know what that exactly means, but it's presumably they've finished developing it. Surely. I mean, it's not overly complicated relative to the first testnet version. So so hopefully it's just in maintenance, waiting for the enablers. In other words, Signum and maybe the ETH price to get up to 7K, so they've got enough collateral value to launch the 4 pools. Well, that's the original design, 4 pools for the tokens that they need. I'm saying 4 pools, but it's 3 to 5, so probably 4. So yeah, we're waiting for that, and it will be the first decentralized stablecoin on PulseChain. That'd be massive. PDI to $1. PDI to $1. I just thought I had to mention that for the PDI bros.
All right, so that's pretty much it on that one. Let's jump out of there. I don't know what I haven't looked at that, so remember that. Just we're just doing a review here. Everything else is out of the money. So incentive token obviously down 3% or so. Everything else is down right now. All the leverage plays are down, right? So if you've got anything that's going to be good in the future, it will be down today, pretty much for the most part, right? So you got your top hat down, 8%. Saw months on minimal down 9%. So it's all down, guys. Even all the leverage plays. Now, when we get an up market, this will all be up, against PulseChain. But at the moment, it's all kind of down, everything. Vouch, the big validator, down 10%. Sparta with all the hex treasuries down 10%. Pump tires down 10%. PCS the Greys down 12%. These are even heavier downs here right now. X Game, of course, down 13%. They're at 45. Peacock is just pushed through 14, so even Peacock with all the bridging and everything else that's getting pushed down right now, 15.5%. So some nice little pickups here. SolidX at the $1.65 after the pump yesterday to $3, now back down to $1.65. So that was short lived. So yeah, they're all down to varying degrees. So that's it. A pretty lame day in the old PulseChain. Not too much to say about that. And PulseChain testing 2300. So let's have a quick look at the Rat Pulse and have a look at that chart on the old PulseChain. And of course, it's really kind of, at first we kind of had this market that really didn't know what to do with the Richard Hart thing. We also had the validator come out, right? The big validator. I don't know whether that's sold down as well today, whether that's the big reason why Pulse has moved down so dramatically today. But you can see in the red candle there, that's the case. Maybe we should go have a quick look. Maybe Crypto Solve has done a view of that. Let's have a look here. Crypto Solve. Maybe that's what's driving the market. Let's have a look here. Not the SolidX. What else? Scroll down. I don't see anything in particular that looks interesting. Yeah, so I'm not sure whether there's a validator or something that validator exited that sold down today on that, or something definitely drove that volume there. And we're at quadruple 0.27 again, testing it again, guys. Pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. But we've tested it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times now. Pretty lame. Pretty lame. And we're still in the triangle though. So I mean, that's something. We've still got that long-term support, which is a reset support line. So as long as we hold the 27 again and move to the upside, we really don't want to break 27, guys, because that means the next target is 22. No one wants that. And then then we're down to 18 after that. So we just wipe out the whole channel and down we go. We've got a nice little higher highs, higher lows, still intact. We definitely want that to happen. We did have this bearish cross here on the daily for 50 fell below the 200. So the death cross there, we did have that play out, and it's played out. We haven't recovered from that yet. And of course, we're waiting for for ProveX website. That could dramatically reverse everything in a moment, in a dime. So the idea there is that people, if it's Richard Hart cores rather than stables and ETH and things, then that would be a big supply sink, and then people that don't have cores or want more cores to participate would end up buying the market up, and so we'd see a big reversal out of that. On top of that, if that did create a FOMO, then more people will jump onto that FOMO with the green candles, and that potentially brings a lot of capital in the PulseChain, or using Peacock, of course, over on Ethereum. And that would be pretty huge. The candle goes up. And, of course, maybe the OA comes in and then starts pumping up even further. Before you know it, you've got an absolute ravaging green candle up and to the right. So we'll keep a lookout for that. That's the sort of Richard Core scenario. We're going to have a look at the poll coming out for that, but should we look at it now? Actually, let's look at it now. Let's look at it now. I did a poll overnight. It hasn't got a huge group. We've got 164 views on it. Now, I haven't been able to do polls for some time, so it's nice to be able to get polls back up on X. So I'll be doing a few more of those. Would you sacrifice for ProveX? Leave comments. So we're assuming that that's the whole structure, the way the structure is from Richard's post. We got 32% said yes. And like I said, that's yes at the moment, but
like I said, if we did get a scenario like the one I just painted, this number would be much bigger, right? you know what the crypto's like, green candles, FOMO. Now, there's a number of strategies to play around that, and we talked about this in Strategy Club yesterday. So if you haven't joined at the Strategy Club, jump into the chat there and ask away. That's what it's all about. It's only $35 a month, so really great value. Really encourage you to get in there, and that is the links in the video description on YouTube and pinned up at the top there. And you'll be going through the Whoop store, WHOP, to join up to the Strategy Club. So see you there. We got no is 41%. So no at the moment. Obviously, the website's not out yet. So this is kind of a pre-poll. But 41% no at the moment. And some people are exhausted. Asset prices are low at the moment. But like I said, things can turn around pretty fast if we do get that scenario playing out that I just mentioned. So unsure is 11% and maybe is 14%. So no yes and maybes. You add that up, that's 46, 47%. So it's almost half. So it's probably poll actually, I don't know, just as a gut feel represents what I think we see in the market anyway. So it's probably fair call there. Almost a 50-50, isn't it? So kind of cool. We've got Frank White in there with the infinite look. Got the cat. That was me, Bobcat. Yeah. I don't know what about that cat. Anyway, so that was the poll, and that's where PulseChain is. So maybe long defend 2700 again for the 6th time. Wish us luck, guys. Wish us luck. Now, there's one thing always DCAing and buying near the bottom kind of thing, but I think we've done enough of that, right? We've done enough of that. It's we're 914 days in now. We're about 4 months, just over 4 months after the SEC. It's time for us to start moving up. That's kind of the feel, and I think that poll kind of supports a bit of that too, doesn't it? With the sentiment there. All right, so that is the old PulseChain. Let's move into some of the news, and that is we've got PulseChain stats today, and I've got it on the title there, PulseChain utilities. So PCS means PulseChain stats, just a short way of saying that. It's too hard to write it, right? Now we covered their portfolio release 2 days ago. They launched their portfolio tracker, and it was tracking 2,000 tokens. Yesterday we did an update, and they were suddenly tracking 5,000. Some clever thing. They must have swept the system to add another 3,000 coins. And then today they got a bigger release yet. Now not only have they added 5,000 coins the last 2 days, but now they're going multi-chain with the portfolio tracker, which is great. It is a pretty comprehensive tracker too. So the people have been looking for things like this. So our portfolio is now multi-chain, says PulseChain stats. The first and only true debank replacement for the PulseChain is here. And we've got a picture of that, of course. We've got a portfolio track up here. You can add your wallet addresses and load your portfolios, and it's got all the different positions here, DeFi positions, liquidity, etc., pump tires, everything else. So it's got a huge list. We now support 20 plus chains, including DeFi positions and token holdings on all supported chains. So what have we seen lately? We've seen, the last sort of 4, 5, 6 months maybe, we've seen bridges open up and connect PulseChain up to all these other chains. It's been really, really amazing. Obviously, some of the principal ones have been ramped now. Liberty Swap and Hyperlane and integrations for Hyperlane, including in PulseChain stats. So that's been pretty huge, right? So that's really opened up the system, given access to a lot more potential investors, liquidity pools, profit-making fees, and of course, transferring some of that value back to PulseChain. So it's kind of the general thing. Now we're seeing some really cool portfolios that are more comprehensive. We've obviously had portfolio trackers before, but people were after a more comprehensive one, and it looks like we're starting to get a few of those. So PulseChain stats come to the table with that. And now they've gone multi-chain. So if you've got values on other chains, at least up to 20 plus chains, then you'll be able to see your positions, hopefully. Multi-wallet and multi-chain all in 1 week. Yes, multi-chain works for multi-wallet as part of our rollout. Example of chains we now support: PulseChain, Ethereum, BNB, Base, Sonic, Su, Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism, Avalanche, Phantom. This is on top of our full PulseChain support, making our portfolio tracker truly one of the kind. Yeah, I'm not sure aware of anyone that's quite this close at the moment with full comprehensive. On PulseChain, we now provide support of 5,000 native tokens This is pretty cool. This is a major release, and while we've worked hard to ensure everything runs smoothly, some issues may still arise. We greatly appreciate your feedback and help in testing this significant update as we take PulseChain to the next level. So really, really exciting. So, we've got the ability now with bridges and everything else for people to come over pretty flawlessly, and not only just from DeFi, but also from fiat world. And now we've also got the portfolio systems up to people to actually track their value when they see green candles and start FOMO. It's going to play. And of course, then we've got ProveX about to drop, so it's going to be pretty awesome. So this release is additional to our PulseChain support list. Of course, they've got all these dexes, and they've obviously got fame as well, leverage points there. So pretty awesome with the old GMX fork there. Liquid loans, they've got liquidity forks, flex positions, earn positions, ink printer positions, fiat, and PHUX there. So fiat is a fork of Aave. PHUX there is a fork of Balancer. ALGO there, the hex derivative. Icosa associated the hex T shares, and you get free tokens, I think. Tide, the Balancer fork with V3. PulseX, Ink Farms, and 9-inch farms, Hex stakes, ETH stakes, PulseChain stakes, pump tires tokens, and NFTs. So it's pretty awesome. PRC 20s, 721s, 1155s, they all seem to be there, and probably 404s looking pretty good. Alternative chain support includes things like full token holdings, Uniswap positions, Pancake, Aave, 9-inch on Ethereum, Icosa on Ethereum, and much more. They're striving for PulseChain to be the best they deserve. As we our PulseChain portfolio tracker natively, by default, PulseChain tokens are not marked. All other chain holdings are marked with small chain icons. So it's pretty neat there. Pretty awesome. And that's the link there, PulseChain stats. So pretty cool. Looks pretty nice, right? That's a little example of a portfolio being tracked. So very, very cool there from the team. That's really, really big. I'm going to hit the repost button. I left that just so I could do it on live stream. There we go. And my hand just fell asleep. Awesome. And covered on a live show today. Thanks. All right. Let me go PulseChain for the win. You know me. I love doing the PulseChain for the win. For a win. All right. So we'll do let's do the PLS. Try to work the algorithm, right? Try to work the algorithm. PulseChain 4 to 1. All right. So that is cool. And bam. All right. So let's put that copy. I'll put that link in the chat there as well if you want to see it. So it's a PC PulseChain stats portfolio tracker. And bam, that is the link. All right. Looking good. James says, is it free? Now, I can't remember what you were exactly talking about earlier. Is it free? Maybe remind me, James. Sorry about that. I missed that one. USDL is the first decentralized stablecoin on PulseChain. Decentralized? No, I was talking about algorithmic stablecoin. Not decentralized. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, that's the link there. So, bam, PCS portfolio. Check it out, guys. All right, so that's the first one there. I reposted that on the X profile, so you can check that out. So very, very cool there. Now the other big one, of course, was PLSFolio. Can't leave them out. They've been doing, rolling out a lot of products, introducing PLSFolio Pro, a new platform that offers exclusive tracking features for their users. PLSFolio isn't going anywhere. PLSFolio Pro is just an extension of our platform designed to give our users greater customization, options, and full-time alerts. So they are in the mark there, and they've got their track like a pro, portfolio management, real-time alerts, and exclusive fees. So that's pretty cool, right? So they are doing a great job there. And awesome stuff there. Dusty, please don't shill in the chat there. Have we got a moderator? You can delete that comment. Thanks. Track like a pro. We've got market data, real-time alerts, and exclusive features there is on the move right now. Why Pulse Portfolio Pro. So you can check that out too. I don't know if they've got any details on that actually, but you can go check that out on the website. Let's have a look here. We offer 2 plans, Core and Apex. So they've got a paid features on there. Portfolio section has been migrated to a new platform. But we've got features like dashboard, widgets, and referrals are new. So you can check that out too. All right. Congrats. All right. PLS. Let's do PLS because you can't write everything down. That is cool. Right. So that is for PLS Portfolio Tracker. Now that's this one here. So we'll go jump on the website, have a quick look at it. PLS Portfolio Start Free Trial. So you can do that. Why Portfolio Pro? 2-hour free trial, referral rewards, etc. Secure and private regular updates. Start now. I don't know what's going to do. Yeah. So it's 2.5 million polls per year for the core and 5 million polls for the Apex. So pretty good prices, pretty reasonable prices there. You can subscribe to that. You got watch list, single dashboard, limited widget access. So might be something worth checking out. And they've got a trial, so you can test the trial out. Won't be doing that now on the live stream, but you can definitely check that out. All right, so let me post a link to that in the chat there. You guys can check it out. Keep up the great work there, PLSFolio. Bam, bam. All right. Bam, 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 bam. All right. That is the link there. How are we doing for time? 41 minutes. We're doing great. Doing great, guys. All right. So that is cool. Cool. And we're going to jump away from that. Let's go to the next big news. And this is RocketX, guys. RocketX is looking to potentially integrate PulseChain for instant cross-chain swaps. Boy, we're getting a real boom this year, aren't we? And this, which is perfect, right? Perfect time. The MegaDex, swap any token to any chain, ultra fast, always at the absolute best price. Over 190 chains integrated, and PulseChain apparently is on the list. So that's kind of cool. So bam, I'm going to repost that, and PulseChain. PulseChain is the people's chain. Time to integrate. Covered your intention. This was put intention. I don't know. Covered your listing on live show. Let's do that. All right, cool. All right, listing your let's say your potential integration on live show. PLS for Darwin. Let's go. Hashtag trending. I'm just kidding. All right, other people on there though. We got Crypto Coffee. Yes, you'd be amazed how many of us there are. Your motto is leaving no chain unconnected, says Fast Abdul. So you kind of have to, right? I like that. A resounding yes, says Wild SJ. PulseChain Sat says yes. What kind of liquidity would you have, or max size swaps, I should say. So yeah, getting a lot of popularity there as well. So it's kind of cool. Fast Abdul in there twice now. Why would you not? Indeed. Goo God in the house. Yes, I've only been begging you guys for this for the last 2 years. If you want to stand out about the rest of them, implement limit orders on PulseChain. Bring back the referral program too, please, says Goo God. Nice. The dude's in the house. He says the question is, why not integrate PulseChain? Yeah, that's right. Affirmative there. Yeah, we've got some cool Brazology out there too. The verse. We've got a lot of people in the house there. Litiverse in the mix there. Yeah, Joshua Wu. Yeah, we've got a lot of people in there. Sammy Chica. Frank White in there as well. Exologist. I mean, everyone's jumping in there. So get in there, folks, and show some support for that. So I'll post a link to that in the chat there as well. And get out there and, go and leave a comment. Leave a comment. And that is, that is RocketX. So integration there, that'd be cool. That'd be excellent. So another pathway to PulseChain, another user group. If you want PulseChain to pump, just go out and leave them a comment. It's kind of the place. We've got Serge in the house there. Reposted the stream. Big shout out. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Give you a clap for that for sure. We got Adam's hello from Dallas. Big shout out there, Adam. All the best there. I love the cowboy hats. Hopefully the New Yorkers that are running away from New York don't try and vote in the same thing there. I saw some stuff on X about that. So, but yeah, Texas, Dallas. I think Dallas is like a glass city in the desert, isn't it? A little bit like that. Let me know. I think it is. I flew from New York once
a long time ago now, and into Dallas Airport just for temporarily, just as jumping to another place, and it looked like a glass city from the sky. So hopefully that's right. Hopefully my memories are recollecting there correct. All right, kind of cool. All right, let's jump away. Let's get into Liberty Swap, guys. Bam. And Liberty Swap, of course, rolling out their November roadmap. Not keeping the price up in particular today, though. The price is broken below 14. But their rollout's continuing on, and that means that their revenue is expansion is increasing, right? So they in the first week of November, they bridged in 200 to 300K and bought Pulse. They did do that. I definitely saw one of their transactions that they bought up Pulse, and they'll be loving it because they're getting Pulse at a discount right now, which is great. Getting Pulse at a discount. So this means it's better upside for the future. November the 8th, they it was more like November the 9th. So they're a little bit behind, but they generally are very accurate with when they say something, they do it. And we're not waiting 2 more weeks, for example. November the 8th, we had Pulse routes go live, and they certainly did, and we covered that. Now, coming up this weekend on the 15th, on the Saturday, that's only a few days from now, PDI is coming and relaunched, and I know the PDI community is going to love that, and it's going to be burning some PDI too. Wrapped ETH to ETH, and also going to be multi-chain, so that's going to be bullish for the PDI community. That's really extending their functionality. And then we're going to also have the big pair. This is the big pair, I think. The Wrapped ETH and ETH bridge pairs, I think, are going to be absolutely huge, and that's going to be hyper popular. They're going to drop the fee to 0.1%, so it's going to be very competitive, but you still have the ease of use onboarding, right? So very, very cool there. I think that's going to be a big deal. That should accumulate a lot of fees and therefore really give a lot of weaponry to buying up Pulse and Peacock, fattening up liquidity pools, building the treasury, you name it. It's going to be really good. Then, of course, 2 weeks later, we're going to have Railgun and PulseChain privacy bridge drops. And the question about that is, will we see any OA stuff coming through that after that's right? Will we see any OA? What do you reckon, Richard? Will we see any OA stuff there? I'm not sure, says Richard. Richard's... Wake up, Richard. Wake up. We got the doorbell. All right, so he's at the doorbell, guys. What do you reckon, Richard? Are we going to see some Ethereum go through Railgun and give us a bit of a pump fest in the old God mode candles? Oh, no, let's ask him.
You could get a God candle at any moment. You could get a God candle, giant green candle, giant green candle. It's easier to get them because it's easier to get them because it takes less economic of it for sale because there's less of it for sale.
Well, we appreciate that. That was an advertisement from our sponsor. It's an advertisement for our sponsor. So Railgun's coming at the end of November. Are we going to see some magical routing? We shall see. But that is coming up, guys. That is coming up. All right, so that's kind of cool. But we have had a few other things from the old Peacock, despite the price, coming down. We've got finally every project will follow the path of PulseX and LibertySwap. Even Uniswap has no choice but to adapt. Without community, no protocol can succeed. We want to share the rewards with those who make it possible. Buy an whole Peacock there. So that's from the dev is still deving, and we saw that on the roadmap. They're still working. We got Pulse Rider says LibertySwap has started knocking on the doors of CoinMarketCap. We know that they've put an application in there. CoinMarketCap came back with we want $5,000. Thanks. Wrap bags. North Face says who is selling. Probably people that either the OGs at the beginning or people that are trying to rotate or something else. Probably some of those people. But it's kind of where we are there. What else? Let's have a look here. We talked about the portfolio tracker there. But LibertySwap says 5 hours ago, Peacock friends and community. Some friends have reached out and asked me to bring up a question for everybody as Peacock is about to gain even more popularity. What are your thoughts on the logo moving forward? Should we keep the current Peacock logo as it is or consider a rebrand for the next stage? What do you think? So obviously, I think the existing one's on the right there, isn't it? Talking about the new one there. I was quite happy with the existing Peacock. So I don't know. Maybe they're talking about this one, the current one there. But I actually like this one here with that. If anything, they could keep this one and put some feathers, maybe the feathers in the back. Peacock. But I mean, apart from that, I really like it.
Yeah, they could put these peacock feathers and then put it behind the peacock there. Just keep the brand, because I think that's pretty cool, the Versace thing, right? So yeah, I don't know. I think that there doesn't look right. So I mean, I do like the color change on there that they did, but I think that they should just put the peacocks on behind that, and that'd be enough, wouldn't it? So yeah, let's put that out. Just in the gradient around shield. What else there? Obviously the shield's in line with the old ProveX, right? The new logo. The right, that's right. On the one hand, the Great Meme Coin logo should be rooted in the real image. We have something similar with the image of Mr. Hart standing in front of Peacock. On the other hand, the logo should still be fun and easily memorable. Well, actually, I preferred the, like I say, I really prefer this one here, but with the feathers behind it. They could do that. I mean, that's as long as you've got a color contrast, that would work. Just a Pulse guy. They're paired up to Peacock. They've got a little video there. It's PulseChain Super Halftime. What else there? Sailor says, I like the shield concept. Some of the details get lost when it's super small, like RH pointed out, especially the crown. Yeah, that's far more what I like. So this here is far more. Yes. I don't know about the black in the background, but yes, I like this one. Maybe the black, but maybe the black behind, and the feathers, green feathers. I guess I'll be specific. Green feathers, could have a bright color. Color. All right, let's see. This looks really nice. Thank you. Yeah, I agree. I think that's closer. I just don't know about the black in the back there, because if you look a bit further, where we go? Look a bit further down. There's a little print behind here. I mean, there's a little bit of black, but there's a little hexagon print behind there. Yeah, I just don't know about the black. Yeah, I think they could have a poppy color. See how that purple's like a bit more poppy. So they could do that. What do you guys think? Yeah, but that's cool. Maybe I should add maybe purple. Maybe purple color, like the original image. Let's see. So what's a few posts amongst friends? Get your opinion in there, though, guys. But I think that's much closer to what I think is cool. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty, but it's just not meme malicious enough, right? So that's kind of the thing there. All right, we've already gone through that post, right? So there's there's a couple of things happening here with the team. Obviously, the roadmap's still in place. They're looking at the coin market cap listing, and also doing some slight revisions for the actual meme itself, or the logo there for Peacock. At least we have some funds to list Peacock right now. That's cool. So it looks like the listing is going to go through that 5K. And yeah, this one here, no. I don't know. That's a little goofy. It's a little goofy, and I do like the original. I think the original is better there, but appreciate it. What else there? I think that's kind of it. Yeah, that's definitely much closer to the mark there. This one here is getting a lot better. I think it's a lot better. All right, so kind of cool. I don't know what replies they've had on today, but I always read through replies because you have 50K to buy one. Which one is it? PulseX, Hex Inc., Peacock, Pulse Guy, Scatter, you name it. Number 5. I like that, yeah. What else there? Yeah, I think we've gone through all that, haven't we? I don't know what else is in here. Let's quickly see. Sometimes you get a few little gems they throw away, right? A few little sneak peeks of the future. And I love picking those up, right? Because they're quite useful. Yeah, I think that might be it, just about, is it? I think so. What did I say here? Everything about Peacock looks solid so far. I'm confident putting a significant portion of our team's funds into the bird, knowing it'll perform exceptionally well in the years ahead. So, looking good there. What else? I think that's kind of it. All right, so cool. That is some of the. Oh, this is just the last hour. They'd just be replying. See how active they are on the chain? Absolutely crazy. Yeah, teams have a lot to learn from the old Peacock activity, right? They have a lot to learn. All right, so let's see who else has jumped in here. Scrolling up here a little bit there. Dusty, stop spamming the chat, please. Thank you. I think Dusty might be on Superman Crypto or something, so if someone could go and delete that or ban Dusty. Ban Dusty. We have a movement now, Dusty. We're going to ban you. It's a movement. It's building. All right, so that's pretty much it on the mark there. How are we doing for time? 55 hours, 55 minutes, I should say. We got Valiant in the house. Feed the bird, says Valiant. I like that. Beautiful plumage, the peacock. Yeah. So get your thoughts in there. You heard my thoughts on the stream, so leave your feedback. That's kind of the place to be. Yeah, what else? Let me know in the chat there what else you think's happening. Everyone's obviously waiting for Richard Hart, right? Waiting for Richard Hart and the launch. So we're all waiting for that. I'm just quickly checking Richard Hart now. 18 hours. He left a comment, but really don't see too much. Now, I think there's been about 5,000 people, I think it is, in the Telegram for ProveX, about 5,000. Let me just double check while we're live. It was 4,500 yesterday. It may very well be up to 5,000 now. 4,800, 4,810 is in the ProveX Telegram group. So that's going pretty well. And, once it launches, it could FOMO into, 20, 30,000 quite quickly, perhaps. So that could be pretty cool as well. Let me just switch something around here. So ProveX is looking interesting. Like I say, it could be pretty big FOMO pretty quick. So we'll keep a track out for that. And let me just jump in here for a moment. And everyone say goodbye to Dusty. Everyone say goodbye to Dusty. Bye, Dusty. Dusty is gone. Boy, Dusty was very bad. Dusty was very naughty. Dusty is gone. Should we have a moment of silence for Dusty? Dusty is gone. Oh, I should have done it before, but Dusty is gone. When launch? That's right. That's what everyone's waiting for. But the market's been sold down since. Market has been sold down. Let's pull up we've got plenty of time, right? We're only at 57 minutes. So let me pull up the deck screener again. I'm not sure whether anyone's done any analysis on that, but let's bring up the pulse again and we'll have a look. We'll do our own live, chain analysis. Not chain analysis, but order book analysis. Let me pull up the, I don't know, what are we doing? 10 greater than 10K? We haven't got really too much of a pattern there, I don't think. What was the price before it stalled down? So the open was 33,000, and I guess it all happened the last day. So let's go and have a look at the chart. Let's bring it up. So that is the chart PulseChain. We looked at it earlier, but we're just doing things over 10K. This is on the 4 million liquidity. Remember, there's many other liquidity pairs. Things like $13 million worth of liquidity pairs or something, $14 million or something. This is the main one, 4.1. We got these wallets here. So we started off around about 3,000, right? So that was 24 hours ago. Then we had this wallet D1 here, selling a couple down, 3. So 3 of those have been D1. The 3,000, pushed us below 3,000. Did another one here only 9 hours ago. I did another one here. I don't know what that wallet is, but it's showing brand new sell supply. So it looks like it transferred it from another wallet possibly, and then pushed it in there. Pushed us to the 28, 30, 39. Oh my goodness, we're at 26.51. Now we want to close the day above 27. That's really what we want to do there. And so that's kind of where we are right now on these. What else? We had another wallet, CC. Looks like only one from that was a new wallet apparently. So just transferred in there. And what else is interesting? EA here and 27. Both there selling down. They've sold down a lot, this one here. And what did I say was the other one? EA. Yeah, they sold some 2.6 billion down as well, 78k. At least 10, 13k came through here. So these, just a handful of wallets there, sending us down. Let's go to 5k and see whether there's many of those. There's quite a few. It's the 88E again, selling down a lot. So I don't know whether that's they look like they're a bit of a trader's account. They bought 5.6. Don't know if any of these related to the validators. Haven't checked, but there's quite a few 5k plus in there as well. A lot of it coming from 88E here. So looks like they've been selling us down particularly in the last hour. They're really selling us down here, pushing us down quite further. We've got C4 coming in here, buying a little bit in, trying to keep us back over 27. But this wallet has still got 826 million Pulse to sell down, and it looks like they're going all out. They're going all the way out, guys. So yeah, let's actually take a little look on that wallet, and we can see here on the daily. Look at them; they're absolutely trouncing the wallet here. Look at that. So all those sells today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sales today. They don't care. They're just going. They're just selling out. So there we go. All right. That is that one. What else? What else have we got going there? Now, they were buying 5 days ago. Look at that. They're all buying. Probably some sort of trader wallet or something. I don't know. But they're going all the way out now. So we'll keep watching that. So still a little bit down pressure before we get some recovery. Yeah, we just had another wallet there 42 seconds ago sell a pretty big bag as well. So yeah, we're getting a lot of down pressure today. A lot of down pressure. When will it stop? Well, probably maybe an hour from now. Maybe hopefully we'll get a reprieve. But the daily close, I think, I can't remember when it is on this time frame. Is it now? I'm not sure, but it's currently at 26.38. We'd like to get a close at 27, hopefully. Fingers crossed. What else there? Valiant is waiting for the Super Supreme Court to affirm the tariffs, stymie checks to be issued, and PMI to blast off. Yeah, well, the stymie checks still have to go through the House, don't they? I believe. And the PMI to blast off. Yeah, the PMI... yeah, well, I think that's probably, we're definitely looking at PMI taking off soon. And then it will be absolute mega rally one and quantitative easing as well. But some good comments there from Valiant for sure. Must be a 4-year cycle is selling, says Valiant. Yeah. All right. What else? Is that it? When launch? Glockmatics. What was that about? When launch? Can't remember. Oh, you're talking about the ProveX. Yeah, ProveX getting close. Hopefully Richard Art will drop some alpha on that. Drop some alpha on that. Come on, Richard, you can do it. So that is where we are right now. He's done a few little posts, but they're not really. He took the zero from hero because obviously people say that zero from hero. I think for PDI they associated the PDI comments, but people have been saying 0 to hero for some time. 0 or hero, I should say, for some time. What else? I think that's kind of it on there. Big shout out to Just Mike Memes. He's been doing some great memes. Some great memes lately. Look at that. Einstein. Richard Hart goes back to the future for Einstein. 1945. That's a great meme. That's great. Yeah. What else there? Crypto 7 is in there. Crypto Coffee. Toby 1. They're all there. They're all there. The crew's there. The band is back together, guys. But Pulse is under some pressure. Pulse there, trying to hold on. We had another buy in here. We had a few more of those. But we know that E88 is going to be selling a little bit there. So let's see what happens in the next hour or two so that we can get some reprieve and defend that line. Defend it at all costs. Defend it at all costs there. All right. So we're up to now in 4 minutes. Hope you guys have enjoyed the show. I think we're going to wrap up there. Let's see where Pulse is at tomorrow. Let's see if we get some defense. We need some defense at 27. We do not want to make a lower low. It's our time. It's time for the rally there. Now, as we say, if Richard launches the site, everything could turn around in a heartbeat, and all that capital flows in. And we would definitely want to see some capital flowing through the bridge as well.
But there are ways of buying Pulse and stuff like that on Ethereum, and LibertySwap's helping with that as well as existing peers. So game on, and we're getting more bridges, more portfolio trackers. So we're getting ready for our time in the sun. PulseChain season, as Richard Hart would say. That's exactly right, Glockmatics. Yes, our time. Yeah, Richard Hart saying, I'm not focusing on altcoin season. I'm focusing on PulseChain season. Yeah, that's our season. So it's pretty cool. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Take care, everybody. I'll catch you later on, and enjoy the rest of the day. Take care, and bye for now. That's all I can say. Cheers.